not turned on. Good morning, everybody. My name is Oso. We are playing Farming Simulator 22 on Glenleathann. It is episode 69, and I want to do something about this. Might need to move those over, step back, and blah blah blah. That one. Construction, select things, yes, sell, yes, and blah blah, animals, bees, and that looks good. Alrighty. I found the more bee honey spawn point thing, so we'll take advantage of that. Next, I still haven't finished this bit, but it is not going to take long. And then I probably have other stuff to do. I just don't remember what that is right now. So we're at 80%, so I can see that it's at times like this, shuttle control would be really useful. So I finally got round to watching Virtual Farmer's review of the Hori Farm Sim control pack, which is basically kind of like a HOTAS control. You know, thrust control with a joystick on it. Dozens of buttons. I think he said 39 buttons. And the wheel is big. It's more... I think he said it's about 30 inches across, something like that. So it's a big wheel. I was kind of worried. I saw some back in, I guess it was probably back in September last year, there were a lot of new Farm Sim controls coming out. So we had the old Logitech one still around. There was the Thrustmaster Farm Stick, which is what I eventually bought, and there was this Hori system. And I must admit, from the reviews I saw, it did kind of suggest that the Hori steering wheel and side panel may be of a similar quality to the old Cytec side panel. In other words, then, you know, if you're gonna drive a racing car or something like that, oh, I'm stuck, then you're probably gonna wreck your wheel at some point. I mean, I was just for Truck Sim and Farm Sim on the Cytec wheel, and it lasted 2 weeks. They sent me a replacement, and it lasted 2 weeks. So, not very reliable construction, but that was Cytec, and they'd gone out of business. Logitech had bought them out. Virtual Farmer did say it's a very nice piece of kit and very sturdy, which I'll take his word for that. Now, obviously this year the only thing I needed to replace was that side panel, which had lasted me 7 years, but the buttons were getting unreliable. I had to punch them twice sometimes to work. Sometimes I'd punch them and they'd work twice, so what I was trying to do didn't work. That's... yeah, it was time to retire it. And I ended up buying Thrustmaster. It had been out of stock for the longest age, but by the time it got to the point where I really need to replace this, the Thrustmaster was back in stock, so I grabbed that. I'm happy with it. It's a very sturdy joystick and calibrated nicely for things like Farm Sim. So, It's not a bad thing. And I appear to be a little bit stuck here. Oh, there we go. And also I was only looking for a side panel replacement. My steering wheel has absolutely no problems at all. Now, if in another 7 years my steering wheel is finally giving up the ghost and the Thrustmaster side panel is gone, then maybe I'll look at the Hori system. The advantage with the Hori system is it's an integrated bundle. So you're more likely to have a series of fairly coherent controls. The problem I have with the G27 is it's not specifically designed for farm sim, and so it has a load of functions on the wheel. I remapped a bunch, and the Thrustmaster side panel comes, designed for farm sim, not the side panel, farm stick comes with, is designed for farm sim, so it's got all of the buttons pre-mapped, but I'm duplicating functions. Switching between tractors. I tend to do that on the steering wheel because I've had 7 years of getting used to doing it that way. There's a switcher on the side panel. The old, what was it? Logitech side panel had a single button that allowed you to tab through the equipment on the paper doll. So if I had something attached to the front and back, pressing that would tab between the tractor, the thing at the front, the thing at the back. On the side panel, I've got 2 buttons. It's the same pair of buttons that allows me to tab between tractors, but instead, if I press another button, so it's kind of a shift button, it'll allow me to tab between the attached equipment. So, minor differences, and it takes me a little time to get used to each one. But I'm slowly getting there. Oh, I'm already up to 97%. Oh, don't fall in. Actually, falling in there isn't so bad. It's getting stuck on the ridges that's the problem. I'm still suffering from a deadly case of man flu, so we will go for as long as I can keep going, but I may call this stream shorter than I normally do. Come on, 2%, you can do it. There we go, there's one. Nope, still not one. There's the other one. Yay. Okay, let's back it on out. And blanket the silo. Okay then. So that's the grass done. I suppose we should probably put that back. And then I did have a very late stream last night on Railroader, where I finished day 11, and doesn't look like I've got a lot to do on day 12, I must admit. Alright, that's done. Am I done with that tractor now? Did I? Okay, let's go through. What's the planting season? We've planted everything we can. Whether it's cloudy all day with sun overnight, because that's kind of a thing. We do not have any contracts ready. Liming, ploughing, sowing, spraying, weeding, fertilizing. Okay. What is it? It's 11:30, so we got that done. What else have we got to do? Looks like I put the Magnum away. Oh, I've got the sprayer out. I'm guessing I got the sprayer out for a reason, because that's usually a thing. And that's the other crazy. I'm still using the mouse to look around. Okay. I think that's done. We can put this back. Oh, the truck's still out in the middle of the yard. So I can take that back up to where the trees are if I feel like it, or when I feel like it. That should have silage additive. Yep. Okay, so I'm guessing this is out and over here because I haven't sprayed my fields yet. Actually, I suppose the easy way to check is to walk out into the field, and yeah, nitrogen is okay. So, we'll get the fields started. And then maybe I'll go and do some what you call it? Contracts spraying. Since we've got fertilizer in the tanks, there's no reason why I shouldn't use it up. I get paid to use it. Okay, which is that's not working. So anyway. I was going to round off the corners on these fields when I thought about it. I don't want to end up too far in the future. Or we wait till next cut. And crash. Right, and we are back on track. So I think I only have to do the grass fields. I don't have to do all of them. I think we've just got these 3. Which is good. That's a little bit more successful. So I guess I'll paint the corners of this field. Is that a smoke detector beep? It's okay, sounds like it's coming from the other room, but obviously it is travelling. Because that's what they're designed to do. probably the kids are going to be helpful and tell me. There's the thing with stuff, they usually assume you haven't noticed it because you didn't take care of it immediately. And it's like, yes, I'll get round to it. It's now on my list of things to do. I'm actually not sure how many batteries we have left. And I was at Sam's Club yesterday. I could have bought some. The problem is I usually buy what we already have a ton of and forget to buy what we don't have a ton of. Oh, hi squirrel. The squirrel is digging holes in our yards and burying his nuts. Okay, that's done. Let's fold it up, and while that's happening, painting. Doing very well with that. Let's on the edge. That's a little bit unfortunate, but it's just the way of it. Plants, grass. Looks like it's remembered that I like square drawing. Okay, that's that one done. Let's run over to the other corners, get those done too. No, that's just a piece I missed. Carefully, well, kind of carefully, I guess. So at this point, all I'm doing is I'm erasing the field and painting it back with map grass. Hopefully it will... This area now that I'm changing it will not count towards field environmental score and stuff. I have been thinking that maybe next iteration of Farm Sim, I won't worry so much about precision farming and I wonder if this actually works like this. Then I don't have to paint it, I just have to colour in the grass on top. Obviously painting it's a little bit easier because I can see where I've been and where I haven't been. That's good. But the grass is a different shade of grass, so looks like there's a little patch there done. Oh, that was unintended. keeping my finger on the button when I move the mouse, which is a bad... Or move the map view. Screen view. This is not a map. Okay. Fill in the gap. And that's good. And that corner we've already done. So let's go down here. Oh, that's awkward. I see you. Oh, another corner there. Another corner over here. Oops, wrong way. And I might also skip out, what's it, Maze Plus next season as well. Let's go a little bit more base game. That's not to say when I do run a new series that I won't add mods as we go. It's typically the case. I don't want to add sort of heavy changes. Looks like I painted that one. How about this one? Okay. It's just played a lot of seasons. Generally we play with seasons, so obviously that's now in game. I'm happy to include it. I usually wait until we've got precision farming and add that. But I don't know, I might not bother next time. Okay, this field I've already fertilized. So I'm kind of hoping, and as I raise these corners, the field size is going to be different. Yeah, it's going to be reduced. And also the environmental score will be adjusted for not doing things on these bits of the field. Okay, I think that's possibly all of it. That's definitely looking better than nothing. Okay, do that, do that, do that. So, this field, I'm going to drive around. This field is done, done, done. Okay, through the gap. Oh man. Very slow at unfolding this thing. Okay, and tail. It also gives me, rounding off these corners, it also gives me a good indication on getting this turned in. That's not ideal though. And I will try and take a look on the map and see how these last couple of fields have fared without me painting the ground, just putting grass on the ground. Let's see how that works out. Just about. Actually, I could probably get out and walk on those bits and see how they look. Oh my goodness. Didn't quite go into the corner there. Too wide. Never mind. So advanced